So I was cleaning out the fridge yesterday and I found these things called Jamsheree in the freezer. I think my dad's wife made them at some point. And these need to either get thrown away or eaten, and it's such a shame to throw them away that I'm just going to eat them. And oh baby, are they delicious. Also, just FYI, this is absolutely not how you would normally eat them, but since they're frozen and I want to eat it now, we're going to heat these up as fast as possible. Andrew actually attempted to make these when we were in Red River Gorge. It actually turned out decently, but nowhere near. Oh man, it's a lot more fun when you can eat it like in the wrapping, when it's freshly steamed. Oh my god, dude. Rice is like my favorite food. I believe I mentioned it yesterday, but the episode is almost complete. We got a Thomas video in the works as well, but let's finish this laundry. And then let's get all of those squared away and see where we're at. I need to do the Whitney bloopers today. Lots of stuff that we can do today. Let's do all of it. Feeling good. Daylight savings time for some reason. That has nothing to do with me feeling good, just letting you know that as well. Folding towels. This is what passes for entertainment these days. I don't necessarily shower every single day, but lots of times what I'll do is I'll get all of my work done. Then, once I'm done, I take a shower and it's like this nice clean break where I can be like, all right. I mean, I still got more work I want to do, but that was a nice shower. Yes, good, great, all right. Finished a bunch of commentaries that we did for old episodes that have just been sitting on hard drives and I didn't even realize we had done them. So I was like, you know what, we should get those out of the way. The vlog has started back up, as you guys have seen. We'll do some more streaming today. Road trip next month. I think we're on track. Look at these mofos. I've never seen this many squirrels in my life. Look how fat they are. It's like winter. They didn't even have to store acorns. They were just sitting out on the yard, just eating and eating. Look at this dude. Look how fat that dude is. Like, I should just start hunting squirrels. There's another one over there. And I bet he would taste delicious. He's like a gopher. He's the size of a gopher. Okay. That guy is literally the size of a gopher. Like a small gopher. You know, one thing I've never thought of before is, I wonder how many of those squirrels are related? Like, do you think those were all like brothers and sisters? Or maybe like one of them was the dad and one of them was the mom. One was like a random cousin. One was like the weird uncle. Just realized I'm gonna be the weird uncle to my brother's kids. I've ever filmed myself closing all the blinds, have I? I do it every night. Which, I mean, I guess you could infer from the fact that I open them every morning. So obviously at some point they're getting closed. So this is my current setup right now. When I work on music, I've got the keyboard here and the laptop right here. This monitor I may use for streaming like video games and stuff. So I got the actual game system hooked up to this, but I don't know if I'm gonna use it yet. I don't really use it in the kitchen that much, so there's no real point in having it there. Over here I've got the microphone and then obviously my standard setup. Before I went on this short hiatus, I had been talking a lot about just using what I have and not like lusting after new gear all the time and being like, oh man, it'd be nice if I had this, nice if I had that. And I'm happy to report that I've been doing a really good job of just focusing on what I have, using what I have, and not always trying to get something that's just slightly better. And it frees up a lot of mental energy to just work on what you're supposed to be working on. Do you know what I mean? So today I got 2 blooper videos done, and then 3 commentaries that we've just been sitting on forever. And it's not like any of those were hard or so time consuming, but it's just like the backlog, man. The backlog has always been kind of a problem in my life, and I'm getting much better at just taking care of the backlog. Of course, ideally, you never want to get a backlog in the first place. And I've got lots of games that I bought but have never played. And it seems kind of pointless, man. It's like, unless I have a lot of money, which I don't, collecting for collecting's sake is just kind of dumb. So lately I've been scaling back on that and been like, yo, let's cool our jets a little bit. So it's March 11th today, which means that we're a little under a month until the road trip occurs. We're kind of wrapping up everything that we're gonna be able to do before the road trip actually starts. And I'm very much looking forward to it because I've not been on like a proper adventure and traveling, and I don't really count Adventure Archives episodes because they're so short and it's just like a small destination. But I really cannot wait to just get out there, be somewhere I have no idea where I am, and to wake up in a different place every day. Really looking forward to it. Oh my God, it's gonna be so good. Of course, I'm gonna document the whole thing, so excited about that too. I'm also pretty excited for the weather to finally warm up. I feel like I've been cooped up inside for like months now, and it's just like, man, it's so cold outside. I know I could go out and tough out the cold, but just like, yeah, it's not as inviting as warm weather, that much is for sure. You know what is a really good feeling? Is when your purpose is perfectly clear. I'm not even talking about like find your life's purpose type of like high level type of deal. I just mean like when you're doing your laundry and that's the only thing you're doing at that moment, your purpose in life is to just do the laundry. Or like if you're working at a job, right? And you've got 8 hours to work, your purpose in life is just to do those 8 hours. The tricky part comes around when that job, you don't know if that's the job you should be doing anymore. So like when you first start the job, your purpose is so crystal clear and you don't have to think, am I doing the right thing? Because you're already committed to this thing for the time being. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to question it. You just do it, you know? Now, I actually haven't had that many jobs in my life. I think I've only actually had 2 real jobs in my life. I worked as a waiter for 2.5 weeks, and then I worked as a subtitler for 2 years in an office. But I'm using a job because that's probably more relatable to you guys. But the analogous situation for me is that when I'm working on a video project, that's my life's purpose. Like I can add other things to that and I can like do other things, but like any video project I'm getting paid to do. There's no questioning it for me because it's like, well, I have to do it until it's done, whether I like it or not. And I'm getting paid for it, so that's also good. I hope I'm explaining this right. Okay, another example, when you're eating dinner, your life's purpose is set. You don't have to think about, oh man, what should I do with my life? It's just, at that moment, what you should be doing with your life is eating dinner. And that's it. Or when you're driving from point A to point B, your purpose is clear. It's to drive to where you're going. You don't have to think about it, you don't have to question it, you just do it. Sometimes it's like we're like questioning, am I doing the right thing? You have that uncertainty on whether you should actually be doing what you're doing or not. But then there's other times where it's like, yo, this is what I've committed to, this is what I'm doing, my life's purpose is set. You no longer feel like you have to be doing more than what you're doing. You don't feel like you're not doing enough. It's just like, yo, this is my life's purpose right now. Hopefully that made some sense. My life's purpose the past week was just working on this episode, so. When your path is clear, that's a really great feeling, man. Being like, you know, just what path should I take? That's not my favorite feeling. It can be a great transition into something greater, but a lot of times it just feels frustrating. But my path right now is very clear. It's time to end this vlog, play Final Fantasy IX. I'm almost on disc 4. I just realized that this is only like my second playthrough ever, even though this is one of my favorite Final Fantasies. Thank you for watching today's vlog though. As always, I'll see you tomorrow. It's good to be back. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. However I normally end it. But lots of times what I'll do is I'll get all of my work done. That squirrel looks hilarious. Oh man, I gotta see if I can get a shot of that. He was facing down, hanging on by his legs and eating a nut like this. But anyways,